What's up, y'all? Relationships part 2. So listen, in the previous video about relationships, go back and check it out. I know it's been a while, but just go back and check it out. But in that video, I mentioned that Adam had a sense and a knowing of who Eve was when God brought her to him. And I said we get in trouble because what we want to do is get in relationships and figure people out. Now, granted, there is a level of discovery that continues and goes on throughout a relationship as you're growing and changing together. However, there was something Adam said that indicates two things that we should probably kind of understand about the person we're going to be with before we actually get involved with them. First of all, Adam said that she is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. And that speaks of two things. One, bone speaks of structure and functionality. So basically, Adam had a sense of Eve's function and where she fit in his life. So there was a sense of placement and a sense of belonging that he had for her and he understood about her before engaging in anything with him. Number two, or with her. Number two, flesh of my flesh. Flesh speaks of passions, desires. So he had an understanding of what Eve wanted. Even without even having interacted with her before, he understood she's flesh of my flesh. Now, you can look at it and say, he was just saying that because she's a human like he was. Yeah, but here's the thing. Everything is done according to a pattern, you know, when it comes to how God creates. And because in Ephesians, it talks about how, excuse me, that marriage is the picture of Christ and the church. So what we have to do is work backwards. What does being bone of Christ's bone and flesh of Christ's flesh actually mean? Because we are the bride. So as the bone of his bone, we are part of his body. We are part of his structure. We are what he is made of. And we are his functionality in the earth. Flesh of his flesh. If we, as the bride of Christ, are flesh of his flesh, then that means our passions are his passions are ours, and likewise. So getting back to man and woman, we should still have an understanding of the passions of the person that we are with, and vice versa. We should know one another, you know, our passions, and there should be a sense of compatibility and a similar functionality that brings us together. You know, we should be able to see what we can do, what we can build, how we can be, because that glorifies God, because now we're able to do something that reproduces him in the earth. It's not just about, oh, I'm lonely. It's not just about, oh, I want somebody to be there. I want somebody to love on. I want somebody to kiss and hug on and do the same for me. That's fine. But that doesn't produce godly seed, as we talked about in the first video. So, like I said, we're prone to fail when we don't understand these types of things about relationships. When we just get with people because of a feeling, because of how they look, prone to fail, destined to fail. So that's it for this video. A little shorter than the last one, but I'm gonna keep them coming. All right.